You two straight into it, man. Chrisean Rock done hopped on the Penguinz0 project. Mind you, Penguinz0 project was good until they messed with Charleston White. I'm not gonna lie to you. I be at work listening to that podcast, only the Charleston White ones. That is it, but straight into it, man.
This interview just...
Chrisean Rock should have been got packed up, though. I'ma keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? When people were saying that she was on stream drinking, smoking, hey, I'm telling somebody should have been just knocked that little woman out, bro.
ruined Chrisean Rock's life. And I'm not being hyperbolic and I'm not playing. This interview is going to take a severe toll on what she got going on. This interview with the Penguinz0 project has opened up Chrisean Rock to a new set of eyes that she didn't want. Listen, I'm on Black YouTube, right? I'm in my little sector, my niche. We been knew the Chrisean Rock experience was an absolute shit show. But this Penguinz0 project interview opened her up to a bigger audience. And they aren't too fond of Chrisean Rock either. She had a viral moment during this podcast, a really viral moment, where she spoke on her son and his disability. And
that bro got that alcohol thing, bro.
Let's just say she's in denial. She's either in denial, delusional, or a straight up liar. You pick either of the three that you believe, or all three. All right, all three. Okay, but Chrisean Rock got to her son because they were discussing
AFS?
how NLE Chopper was online disrespecting her son.
Pretty sure.
And, you know, his quote-unquote disability, in which she questions. But while discussing NLE Chopper, they got on the subject of her son. And what Chrisean Rock said in regards to her son's disability.
Hey, Chopper disrespected their son.
For real, because he take accountability, and then he start bringing my baby dad up, but it had nothing to do with, you shouldn't allow another man to control what comes out your mouth.
Absolutely.
Like, it's just like, and then it's like, you don't even know what's going on. So like, all right, boom, let me just get to it. He said, and if it's anything I could do to help, I'm here. The part that really messed with me is that Blueface doesn't seem active in a child's life because of his disability. Hold on. I feel like that's what triggered me, and my anger overpowered my message. I didn't get to deliver any way, shape, or right, and I apologize to you. It didn't deserve my words, and the grace you showed me spoke volumes to the season of your life. You're in the right now, and I'm here to support and congratulate you overly. So I said my son does not have a disability. He is developing at his own pace and hitting his milestones in his own timing. Every child is different, and I'm confident in his growth. If I said it, he had a disability, then he... Right, but it's like, don't tell me. I ain't say none of that. Right. I ain't say none of that.
How old is the baby? I think the baby like 4. The baby might be 4 years old.
Watch him mouth.
At least 3 or 4.
And then I said, as far for his father, co-parenting decisions are personal. I chose peace and safety over dysfunction. I appreciate you reaching out. I just don't do trauma no more. So then he said, thank you for the correction. Just wanted to send you sincere apology. Okay. But why we got to talk about the next? Like, let's just talk about what you just said. Like, I get what you're saying about Blueface or whatever.
Yeah.
But he dealing with his own demons.
Right.
And you dealing with yours. And I don't really like, it's like, I'm not finna gossip about another nigga to another nigga.
Also true. I like what he said, though. He said, you know what? Thank you for the correction. Because he could have been like, well, shit, my bad, damn. And then now y'all both.
No. It's just like, you know, like,
just don't.
It's not even just that. It's like, say if someone, a doctor, anybody speak against your kid or yourself, then you should not accept it, bro. Yeah, anybody. Yeah. If they're guessing or whatever, no. The word said what the word said. God said what the God says. I don't have to accept what you. So it's really like me, like, protecting a revelation that I heard from the Lord over my son.
Yeah.
And then it's
Get out my face. Get out my face. You, bro, we already know what type of woman you are, and I can't stand when y'all start going to the Lord. I can't stand that. Don't do that. Please, don't do that, man. The Lord sent me a revelation. Get out my face. I can't stand little thought bots like this little woman right here. You know how many vids I done seen of this woman online? You know what I'm saying? Riding, just straight. Going crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Something is wrong with your kid. Your kid needs help. I don't even know what they can do.
It's like redirecting that energy back to that mouth, that tongue, that powerful tongue.
This got a lot of people's attention, even people from a different crowd. People watching a mother sit on a podcast with a son who's about 3 years old, still can't walk, still can't talk.
And y'all boys know, hey, my little baby cousin was 9-10 months old, crawling and just starting to walk for real, tearing mess up. I ain't gonna lie, my boy King, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I had to keep on telling him, boy, finna, you know what I'm saying? He trying to turn over a little candle. Not even trying to turn it over, just trying to blow it out over and over and over again. That's when they just keep getting into stuff.
Still missing a lot.
Your boy can't do none of that.
Milestones sit on a podcast and be in denial to the son having a disability is a part of the problem, and it's horrifying, quite frankly. This happens so often in our community where we want to go against the doctor's diagnosis. We say, nah, man, my son got ADHD. Now they're playing. Now, ADHD, that's a different thing. But
that is
nah,
different.
man, my son got autism. Nah, you playing.
They tried to diagnose my little cousin with that.
I know a cousin of mine, specifically a cousin of mine, who they diagnosed him with, I think, autism in like the 3rd grade. His parents refused to accept the diagnosis. They even switched his schools, man. They refused any classes. They refused anything.
Who said I had it? Who said it?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Is that's what you're tuning into? That's what you're assuming? And then it's fine. It's okay. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, okay, you go online.
People are invested in the kid, and they just want to have faith.
Yeah.
The kid is getting the proper treatment and the proper care. But this interview doesn't look...
Them people can help the baby progress at least a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hear that baby say a word.
that way.
We just be seeing that baby just move. I don't even think the baby can hold his head up.
Chrisean Rock is trying to pray away this disability, to be honest.
We done seen how she hold the baby too, like back in the day. Just straight,
so because of
neck
this
moving.
interview, this sparked people to do their research on Chrisean Rock. Because once the clip went viral enough and made its way into certain spaces on the internet that she's not really familiar in, they did their research on Chrisean Rock. And what they discovered horrified them. And they're making it clear, right? Now, the spokesperson for that particular sector of the internet, Penguinz0, he went ahead and spoke on Chrisean Rock.
Also,
he did his research, and
that boy done brought the white people into the business. Penguins done, hey, Charlie done talked about it. A whole bunch of white folks into the black business. And I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, it was nothing but black folks up in this little Chrisean business. And we, you know what I'm saying, ain't nobody done try to snatch the baby up yet. Let's get the white folks in, man.
No doubt. Is a lot of what we already knew about Chrisean Rock on this side of the internet, but they're just discovering this. So they're horrified. They're treating Chrisean Rock like she's Casey Anthony, man. Like she is the second coming of Adolf, the field art student. The way they talk about Chrisean Rock, man.
Silly intro for you today. What this lady's done just makes me furious, so I want to yap about it. Chrisean Rock. Maybe you've heard her name, maybe you haven't. I'm pretty confident you've at least seen a couple of clips of hers because she has been addicted to social media attention for a while. So she constantly pops up on popular streamers' streams to try and leech a little bit of clout for herself. Personally, I've always found her to be like a vibe dementor on stream where she just sucks out all the fun and all the life, leaving only misery in its wake. But that's not the biggest deal in the world. There's plenty of people that are, you know, vibe terrorists that just aren't super entertaining to watch. It's not like a crime. But what is a crime, at least should be, is the way that she handled her pregnancy. Chrisean Rock loved to party. I say loved like it's past tense. I'm sure she still currently does. But while she was pregnant, she still didn't let that stop her. You know, it wasn't an obstacle. She didn't pump the brakes because she's pregnant. She still went hog wild, partying, drinking, and smoking while pregnant. And this was shown multiple times on camera, just shamelessly drinking and smoking while pregnant, which everybody knows is really bad for the baby.
Because we always drinking, even you, with the baby and stuff. Why are you lying?
We've seen this clip. We've seen all of this before, and everybody said something about it.
Ladies, one more time.
I would have kicked this woman in her skull, bro.
Oh my gosh. Drink it. She asked for another bottle. I'm just gonna... Yes, I can. I can abort the child tomorrow. It won't hurt me. No, you should do it because it's cold.
I'm too far along. The whole pregnancy, too.
When they were here last time, him and Chrisean was pregnant. Y'all were doing all that smoking and drinking here in the thing.
This is just one short compilation, but a lot of these clips go on longer of her drinking.
What's that background noise, bro?
And this is only what's been caught on camera. I can only imagine how often off camera she was also smoking and
what is that?
drinking. It's fucking terrible. And it's not like she didn't know. She even had that clip in there where she's like, it's alright, I can just abort the child, not gonna hurt me. Fucking evil mindset. Like, what? She couldn't stop herself from smoking and drinking while pregnant. She did have the child, and this September he will be 3 years old. He still cannot walk or talk, and it seems like also has a hard time just sitting up on his own without assistance supporting him. It is heartbreaking. It is actually heartbreaking. And I don't know why what she's done isn't just full-blown child abuse. Like, I don't know how...
She should have been locked up. She should have been locked up. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, everybody that didn't come in and come snatch the baby up to protect the baby, just take care of her. You know what I'm saying? Everybody at fault.
That's not just a crime. Like, it's all just right out there in the open. Like, it's not a secret. People extremely close to her have just point blank said that she has smoked and drank throughout her pregnancy. They've said it a couple of times.
I would have snatched that
It's
bottle.
just so unhinged.
I'm not God. I can't tell you if the baby would have still came out disabled if she didn't smoke and drink. But I can definitely tell you that smoking.
He got the what's it called, man? The alcohol syndrome thing, man. He do. Bro, she been drinking the whole pregnancy. I'm telling you, if she was if she just started drinking at 8 months, one shot of wine, that baby wouldn't have come out like that. Most likely. You know what I'm saying? There's a good chance the baby wouldn't have come out like that. I'm telling you.
Didn't help. Smoking and drinking, right? Like, was not a solution if she didn't.
Them people can still diagnose that baby. I'm telling you.
Maybe, to come out disabled. Now, to me, this right here just sparks the complete end of Chrisean Rock's Christian rebrand, okay? That rebrand that she planned on doing,
Every hoe do it.
convert over to the other side of the internet, that's over with, man. Yo, these folks is looking at you talk about how you gonna smoke and drink while you pregnant because you are just gonna get an abortion, so it's not going to affect the baby anyway. People cannot unhear that, man. They can't. And I'll be real, I've knew about this. I think Chrisean Rock even drank on our channel. So I knew about this.
No jumper.
But, this is the first time I really have sat with it. I'm like, damn. This kid would have really had a normal life, or the chances of him having a normal life.
I ended up stopping recording on accident. That kid could have been a successful young man. Ain't no telling. Now the kid got to be watched for the rest of his life.
If she didn't drink and smoke. If we know what we know about drinking while pregnant, this is like the direct cause of this kid's life being permanently altered. This kid's quality of life have decreased so fucking drastically. And it's all because she did it and she knew the consequences of it while she was doing it, but she still did it. She's on camera admitting she knew what the consequences were. She still did it because she thought she was going to have an abortion. Then she didn't have an abortion.
It was too late anyway.
Penguinz0 did admit that, the only reason, like he's covering this or he knew about this is because of this interview.
And now, she just did an interview, and it's the reason why I'm even yapping about it outside of just streams where I've talked about it loosely. She did an interview where she's now denying that her child has a disability and says that, the doctors are wrong, the doctors don't know, which to me says that she's not even willing to get this child the assistance that he is likely going to need going forward. Chrisean Rock made a big Christianity push where she's
Penguinz editing videos? No. Hey, you out here editing up Penguinz vids, Poetic Flacco. Hey, Charlie don't edit.
Accepting the word of God and taking the Lord as her savior, which I always applaud people for doing if it's coming from a genuine place.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in the modern day, there are some absolute vile people that use Christianity as
whores. Say it. Whores, thoughts, sluts, harlots. You know what I'm saying? That try to transition to the Christianity phase, man. Say it. Say what it is.
Like this get out of jail card where it's, used as a tool to avoid any level of accountability and responsibility. Like, nope, I'm completely clean, so all of the terrible, heinous actions I've done in my past no longer exist, and you can't use them against me in any way, shape, or form because now I'm a Christian, so, we have to forget about all of that, and you're a bad person if you bring them up now. And I really hate that mentality. And I hate to say it, but I do get that same sense from Chrisean Rock, where she's using it as a way of just being like, hey, you all have to forgive me for all of this shit that I've done. And a lot of it you've watched, especially like with the pregnancy. And I don't think I've seen her take any level of like self-reflection or accountability for the terrible fucking way that she handled her pregnancy with the smoking and drinking and the impact that it may have had on her child's life. Like, speaking of the word of God, Chrisean, what do you think God would say to something like this?
Get yourself together.
Where the bottle at? Oh my gosh.
Drink it.
She asked for another bottle. I'm just
You got no liquor?
Yes, I can. I can abort the child tomorrow. It won't hurt me.
No,
You should do it because it's cold.
Complete cow.
And terrible friends too. Y'all looking at your little girlfriend just walk around drinking alcohol instead of just snatching a bottle. Y'all at fault too. Throw away all of that. Pour it down the sink. That girl want to fight you. Knock the woman out. Call the police. I'm saying she's better left up in jail. Well, she can't get liquor at all. I know they make liquor up in jail some way, somehow. You know what I'm saying? But hey, she's better off up in there.
Uncaring if the baby
while pregnant. Plenty of women be pregnant up in jail.
Lives or dies, even saying that she would get an abortion and it wouldn't affect her.
Bro just cooked that Christian pivot, bro. Yo, what church is going to allow you to come back and be a Christian influencer and grift off the church when they watch this video and see that clip, man? And then they look at your kid. Now, I'm not into talking about people's children. All right? It ain't my business. But when something like this is so vile and it's so blatant and it's so in your face, yo, this is something that she knew the consequences of. She knew drinking while pregnant was bad. She knew it. She knew it, but she did it anyway. And now this kid's life is permanently destroyed and ruined. Now,
That's the end of the vid. Yeah, we're gonna end it right there. You know what I'm saying? Penguins, Charlie finally cooked somebody up in the black community too. I love it. I couldn't stand that little thooter, that little hoe, little whore. You know what I'm saying? Can't stand that little thought bot woman, man. I would have kicked that woman upside her head, concussed her. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, straight up violence. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't care about none of that. She would have been knocked out, sitting up in that bed in the hospital, knocked out. C-section that baby. The baby would have came out fine. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Them people up in the hospital got her. Yeah, I would have loved that too. That baby would have came out fine if I would have kicked that woman upside the head. Guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? But people on YouTube like, comment, sub. We on Twitch and Kick, man. Come tap in with us.